Greetings! Welcome back to Mountain Blade Warband Prophesy of Pendor mod. Unfortunately, the audio for this particular episode has been lost because the volume was set so high that even when I reduced it using the editing software, it was incomprehensible, and that is sadly quite unfortunate because I thought my commentary was pretty good. Anyways, I think I can make a pretty good go of it, but I am editing things down greatly, as I do not want to comment over the entire 2 hours of gameplay again. So anyways, here's the best bits. I'm fighting against Lord Hrothgar the Fat, and I am spearing many archers, and occasionally taking an arrow too. That looks like it's smart. Anyways, I was, at this point I was commenting about the fact that sometimes I focus too much on personal glory and valor, and not enough about the tactics of my soldiers. I need to take more time to manage the tactics at the same time. I need to be more concerned about the welfare of my troops while fighting. I care about tactics at the first part of the battle, but once I start getting in the battle, I start focusing on my own personal fighting. And yeah, sometimes I need to pull myself out of the fight and see how my friends are doing, because the few times that I have lost is because suddenly my friends are dead and I'm still killing, and it's like, oh crap, I'm the sole survivor, I'm the only one alive on the battlefield. So, I was making a practice, in this fight I was making a practice to occasionally look after the welfare of my troops, while still trying to kill the enemy. I'm improving the way I fight, my fighting style. And trying to prevent getting wiped again in the future. I'm learning from my mistakes and improving my style. Anyways, so we wiped out and mopped up those forces, and here I am assaulting Mistmire Castle. I am doing this with the assistance of the Lord Marmun that I saved from Lord Hrothgar the Fat. I had to be careful about my tactics in the previous battle because I am not the marshal anymore, and so when cooperating with an allied lord, I could not actually command his troops. I could only command my own. So I had to coordinate with the tactics of an AI player, and it made things a little bit more difficult, but I actually managed to utilize it to my advantage. Anyways, I forgot my crossbow again, as I seem to have done throughout this video, but I'm sieging Mistmire Keep with the assistance of particularly Lord Adrian. There, Duke Adrian, that guy I was looking at right there. He brought 500 soldiers. I don't know why Duke Adrian had 500 soldiers, but anyways, we managed to breach the battlements, and my shield is full of arrows. I look like a porcupine at this point, and so I've definitely done my fair share of taking arrows from my friends. So here I am engaging with a Fearsbane heavy archer, actually, an elite archer. The Fearsbane elite archers seem to have the policy of just getting better at combat. It's like most elite archers become really good with their bows. The Fearsbane people, they're like Vikings. They're like, of course, an elite archer would become really good in melee combat, just like we all are really good in melee combat. Of course, you already got a bow. Why would you want a better bow? Get some armor and an axe. So basically, what I'm saying is I was very impressed at how talented in melee combat those Fearsbane heavy archers were. So anyways, I've actually done pretty good in getting a lot of kills and not getting killed. I'm looking quite red now, and I was commenting on that fact. I find an opportunity here to use my spear, which is not something I frequently do on foot, as I worry about using my spear on foot, as if somebody gets within the minimum range of your spear, well, you've got a big problem. You've got to be able to keep them at distance, but when they're walking up the stairs like that was a pretty good opportunity. Plus, when you're using a spear, the enemy always knows which direction to block. There's only one direction, whereas the sword, you can change it up, so the sword is much better for melee combat in general. Boy, am I looking red. I am just bathing in blood. And I was really happy with myself. I was commenting on that fact that I'm a terror of the battlefield. Anyways, I was getting pretty sick of those archers up on that keep at this point. I'm like, curse you, archers! How dare you! You rogues! You vagabonds and then blackguards! Have you no honor shooting people from above? Shooting valiant warriors? And so I sought to kill them, but I realized that there is not a path up to that balcony from here. I'm like, damn it! Who designed this damn castle? Bloody stupid Johnson. And then I commented that there's a Terry Pratchett reference for you, as he talked about how a lot of the castles and things in his world were designed by a fellow named Bloody Stupid Johnson, who made bloody stupid decisions, and that was inspired by a fellow who in England actually designed a lot of things, like a particular bridge it was pretty bad. The bridge collapsed because he was a bad architect, but people didn't find out till much later, after he was no longer making things. Anyways, I managed to jump off that roof. There was no way off of that roof, so I managed to jump down on the barrel without killing myself. I expected that when I jumped off that roof, I would kill myself by falling on the barrel, but I would die of falling damage. But I did not. I did not die of falling damage. There was no way off of that roof without jumping down. I was like, oh boy, what have I done? Anyways, here I am up here, and a new wave of enemies spawned in the courtyard. And so I wanted to kill the archers, but it looked like my friends were gonna go kill the archers, so I thought, I will protect you from the archers. I'll hold off some of the troops coming up the stairs. But then when I started getting pelted, and when there was only one friend with me, I then changed my mind. So I started ascending towards the archers as I got impatient. I was holding off the troops from the stairs. I just didn't want to hold off the troops in plain sight of the enemy archers. So I'm fighting here, taking the opportunity to use my spear a little bit. And right, my friends actually lost to the archers, and that was bad news. I was like, oh shit, they lost. I'm the sole survivor. So here I am, behind enemy lines, in the enemy castle, fighting from their turrets. I managed to take down more enemies, 3 enemies, and then they start mobbing me, and it's 2-on-1. I was like, crap, it's 2-on-1, and I took an opportunity to attack, but the guy behind the guy in front of me hit me unexpectedly. I didn't think he had the range. I managed to take down 1 more, and then I wounded 1 more, but then I finally went down. I was displeased about going down at this point, but all in all, I'm quite pleased with my fighting ability and my efforts. So, anyways, because we had breached the walls and the battlements, I felt like we were doing pretty good in this assault, so I decided to let the simulation continue. I had the option at this point of stopping the simulation and starting the siege again, but then we would have to brave the battlements. So my friends were winning. We clearly were at the advantage here, despite the archers up on the balcony. Look at them. They were cornered in the middle of. They're cornered in their own courtyards. They're cornered like rats as we start destroying them, and as you can see, the side has nothing but blue words of enemy casualties. So here are those bastards, those rogues and brigands hiding up on the archery gallery. There's an edit point here, and now we can see them getting killed, and we slowly worked them down with our archers and slowly moved in. And the last one succumbs to enemy archers, or friendly archers. I mean, my archers. The last enemy archer succumbs to my archers. Now, and then there was these last couple of enemies here in this last turret, and there was a lot of weird arrows sticking in the air. Anyways, then we needed to actually assault their keep, and so here I get to be revived and join this fight. I got hit. I did pretty well, but I took a pretty bad hit from an axe there, and I think if I died, we would have lost. Anyways, so we took the Mistmire Keep it was, and now we're attacking High Cliff Castle. I decided to bring my friends to this siege as well. Although at one point Duke Adrian left unexpectedly, but I continued with the siege anyways. But I was worried about Duke Adrian not being with us because he had 500 soldiers. So at one point I left to go fetch him, which is why I think I canceled one of these 2 assaults. It took us three assaults to take this castle. As you can see, I employed my typical strategy of blocking lots and lots of arrows for my friends, while my friendly archers did their business. Lots of arrows. I edited a lot of the arrow hits here before I show you my friends going in, but there was a lot I edited out. And you can see my shield is covered in arrows. Oh, and then one of these, I think he was like an archer of the Scarlet Lotus, I think he was called, or something like that. Anyways, that guy, there was a particular elite archer was part of one of those orders. I think it was the Order of the Scarlet Lotus. Oh, and here he is, that same guy, he gets stuck in the ground, and I tried to attack him, and he hit me again, and then I slipped off, and I died of falling down. So that's Archer of the, I think it was the Archer of the Scarlet Lotus, I'm having trouble seeing it here, but he was a real butt kicker. I do not like those guys. So anyways, yeah, we did not have Duke Adrian at that point, so I canceled the assault, and we were getting a really bad ratio. So we moved in a third time. We assault the castle a third time, and I think this time is when I have the assistance of Duke Adrian, and I can be quite certain that if we assault, we have the advantage of having 500 extra troops. So we don't have to worry about getting a bad kills to casualty ratio. Plus, after the previous assaults, they are considerably weakened. So we're moving in. I'm actually joining the assault this time. I'm not dying before we actually breach the walls, but I'm having to be really careful because I don't have a lot of health. So I'm blocking. I'm behind enemy lines, getting the occasional kill. I'm contributing a little, not too much, but when it comes to breaching the battlements, every little bit helps. It's really important. Once you breach the walls, then you start being able to fight on equal terms and not being... Once you get past the choke point, it's all getting past the choke point. So, unfortunately, I got taken down there. I didn't see, was it our Armored Axemen or something? Anyways, in any case, I got taken down, but we had breached the walls, and if you look at the kills, if you look at the casualties list, the kills list, we were all over them. So, anyways, the fighting continues, and yeah, I think they ran out of troops at this point, right? Well, I think there's going to be a small edit point where, yeah, the last guy was hiding behind the house. Everyone, he's behind the house! Get him! Get him! Oh no! I thought I was safe behind the house! Okay, so the last guy was murdered behind the longhouse, and peace was brought to High Cliff Castle, and we rescued many prisoners on that day. And that's about it, really. So I managed to capture 2 castles with the assistance of Duke Adrian, and I'm quite proud of that. So anyways, thank you for watching this summary of the most recent episode of Mountain Blade Warband, and I will try to make sure that this sound error does not happen again in the future. So thanks again. See you next time. Good night. See you in the next video.